Hi, this is Cheryl, and I just did a video about the black moon, and now I'm gonna do a reading. Oh shoot, I forgot to cleanse my decks. Okay. I'm using Palo Santo, and the best way to light it is with a candle. Works better than a lighter. Okay. Okay, and for the black moon, a good stone to use is citrine. And I didn't think I had one, but I found one. And I have a rock identifier app, and it says this is citrine, and it's like a yellow stone. So I had a stone that I thought was citrine, but it's actually clear quartz. And so I put this on top of the deck. And the first deck I'm going to do is Energy Deck. I pulled several decks today. The video for the black moon wasn't a long one, but it's just information on the black moon. And I decided to do the tarot reading separate. Okay, we got Let It Go and Beyond the Ordinary. Let It Go is number 24. That is love energy. There are times in life when you must forgive, lest you become a hostage to your anger, frustration, disappointments, and resentments. This is not about condoning bad behavior and minimizing a hurt done to you. Forgiveness is simply a commitment to stop telling old stories so you don't carry its burden anymore. If you don't forgive, old hurts fester and become distorted, causing you pain over and over again. You become trapped in a prison of your own making, tied to the story that you were a victim. It's time to cut the invisible cords attaching you to the situation and preventing you from moving forward. The truth is, you're victimizing yourself every time you recreate the unresolved hurt in your mind or speak of it with friends. Rather than allow this folly to repeat, surrender the situation to your higher power. Now is the time for radical forgiveness. Say no to drama in all forms, and forgive yourself and others for engaging in it. Consider the ancient Hawaiian practice known as Ho'oponopono. Simple prayer is a beautiful way to begin the process of forgiveness. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's based on the idea that we are all responsible for the reality we see in the world. If something is awry, whether it's your perception, your emotional reactions, your judgment, and so forth, it's up to you to clean it up. Forgiveness is the key to a liberated and meaningful life. No matter what method you choose, just do it. Okay, and the next one is number 43. Beyond the ordinary, or 45. And that is thought energy. Beyond our ordinary worlds, defined by our memory, our intellect and our five senses is a mystical realm of beauty, magic, and extraordinary potential. This is the spiritual realm, the quantum reality, called by some the great mystery. This place doesn't operate under the same laws we're used to, but rather has its own way of working that is perfect, though hard for us to understand. When you want to know what's to come, the nature of something, or where you're headed, it's natural to turn to a trusted oracle and expect some kind of answer that will inform your view of how things might be or should be. Sometimes this is not possible because the elements cannot be named or are not yet in place. Things may be still in flux, so you cannot know and may never be meant to know. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable and yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. What is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will, without trying to ascertain anything in advance. So you can make intentions and manifestations, but ultimately what happens is however the universe decides it's going to happen. So surrender to the universe. Okay. And the next deck we're going to do is a Celtic Astrology. Okay, we got Hawthorne the Illusionist and Holly the Ruler. Number 6 and number 8. I'm going to do Holly the Ruler first. Animal ally is the horse. The season is summer. Celtic festival is I don't know how to pronounce it. Lagnasha. Keywords: leadership, protection, and power. If you're born during the season of Holly, your noble nature calls you towards leadership. The crown of Holly may not always sit easily upon your head. There is great responsibility that comes with power, but you're up to the task. The Holly born are naturally protective of those in their care and generous with their time and affection. Your self-confidence encourages confidence in others when it comes to a humble heart. Holly folk take on challenges with good humor and welcome opportunities for growth. Their evergreen, enduring optimism keeps them forever young. Okay. Hawthorne the Illusionist. Animal ally is a seahorse. Season is summer. Keywords: fairy, magic, healing, illusion. If you're born during the season of Hawthorne, there's more to you than meets the eye. You may feel that your everyday life is illusion and that something just out of reach is calling you. Hawthorne is the fairy tree and it grows at the doors that lead into fairyland. The spiritual and magical essence of the Hawthorne born cannot be denied. Though you may function perfectly well in your mundane life, and you may need to veil your fairy nature from others at times, never forget the deeper power within you. Use that shining power for good in the world. Okay. And the next deck I'm going to do is the Goddess deck. And I may do more readings today. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Depends. Okay. Hathor. Hathor, a nourishing great mother goddess, is the Egyptian mother of all gods and goddesses. Usually portrayed as a cow, she is a sky goddess, the queen of heavens. The sun emerges from her womb and the moon from her breast. She is the goddess of love, mirth, beauty, and sensual pleasure, as well as the protectress of all women. And if you listen to my video about the black moon, it's a lot about sensuality and love. So, in her other guise shown here, she's a lady of the night and queen of the underworld. With her lion's head Hathor assumes the role of destroyer and giver of death. In her leopard skin, she is a goddess of fate and fortune, and typifies the ferocity and swiftness of this animal, a night prowler and watcher. Hathor is a strong embodiment of the many sides of existence. Creator, sustainer, destroyer, she encompasses all. Hathor reminds us that we too must acknowledge all parts of ourselves. That what we might call destructive is sometimes necessary to allow our creativity and compassion to flourish. And that's another thing about the black moon, it's good for creativity, so that goes right along with it. Okay, the next deck we're going to do is the Believe in Your Own Addict Deck. Got one card. Let's see if there's any more that want to come out. Okay. We got Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. And Voyage, you already have all the answers. Okay. Evil Queen, someone in your life is mistreating you. You keep trying to see the good in them, but they just keep disappointing you again and again. Truth is, some people don't deserve second chances, as difficult as it may be. This is your sign that you need to cut them loose, unfollow them, and block their number. It's time to move on. Do whatever it takes to find some inner peace, for it's just as precious as gold. Okay, number 34, Voyage. You already have all the answers. You've been feeling lost for a while now, wandering through your life aimlessly, searching everywhere for meaning and never coming up with anything of substance. That's the problem. You keep searching for answers outside of yourself, when all the answers can be found within. If you take the time to look, you need a spiritual mentor. And at this point in your life, that person needs to be you. So be your own spiritual mentor. Okay. And the next deck I'm going to do is the Crystal Oracle. We got Malachite. Letting go. Each morning we arise from the darkness like a butterfly from its cocoon. So today, are you going to continue holding onto the branch you clung to all your life, or you let your wings fly you to exciting new heights? The Malachite is green banded, and it's the metal of Venus and love, and that's one of the things of the black moon too. It corresponds to Venus, so this goes right along with that too. Making malachite a crystal that helps heal the heart, opening you up to love. If you still are holding on to a past hurt, don't understand the reasons behind a past relationship's deterioration, or there's some other obstacle that is stopping you fully from diving into loving relationships, this is the crystal to break through any barriers. Like a big hand, malachite reaches into the depths of your heart and pulls any issue to the surface. It supports you to acknowledge the pain and repression you are carrying and gives you the strength to liberate that which no longer serves you. And that was another thing about, it's said by the black moon to light some incense and watch the smoke and think about releasing whatever no longer serves you. So this reading goes a lot along with my black moon that I posted earlier. Your message is, the only thing that is constant in life is change. Nothing can last forever. Allow the expression, this too should pass, turn over and over in your mind. Suffering is not endless, and eventually the wheel of life will turn, taking away all the hardship. However, just as all suffering will pass, all that is good and pleasurable will end too. Do not waste or take for granted that which you love in your life. Open your arms and heart to the world. Start embracing and savoring every moment. Remember that you play a hand in the tides of fate. It's time to face and deal with your past and your hurts so that you may release them once and for all. To reach its full potential, a caterpillar must decide to enshroud itself in the darkness of a cocoon and then battle to break free from this restriction. You are being called to face your own demons in order to release them and take flight. During challenging times, you must face the issues rather than avoid them in order to fully experience the potential of your life. And that's how you do healing. And that's the Goddess card was talking about acknowledging all parts of ourselves that we might call destructive, and it's necessary to allow our creativity and compassion to flourish. So sometimes you have to look at the dark and to get through to the light. And the spirit allies are the caterpillar. It guides you to follow your dreams, to focus on what is important to you, and never lose sight by always inching towards your aspirations. It reminds you to nourish yourself so that you're fully prepared for what lies ahead in your life. The butterfly. It shows you how to come out of the darkness and take flight as a greater version of yourself. She teaches you not to be weighed down physically or emotionally or mentally. As you embrace the teachings of the butterfly, you can let go of past fears and insecurities and seek pleasure in expanding your social circles. The pine. Meditating under a pine tree can alleviate dark moods. Ask the tree to open up your heart so you may become clear on your purpose in life. Placing a pine cone and malachite together on your altar in a grid or in a prominent place in your home to awaken new ideas or how to transform your house. Eating pine nuts as you visualize them, giving your physical strength and opening up to all types of love. Diffuse pine essential oil or burn pine needles or incense to banish anything from the winter blues, to carry any negativity in your life, thus bringing renewed freshness. Take a course of pine flower essence to promote self-forgiveness and let go of guilt or shame from the past that can manifest into beliefs that you're unworthy or undeserving of future happiness and success. Earth. Earth is an element of change. Anything that is buried in the earth will either decay or germinate. This is a slow process teaching you that long-lasting change takes time. Long-lasting change cannot be rushed, and thus when using malachite for healing, cleanse it by placing it on the earth. Also take time to cleanse yourself with earth by walking barefoot or a natural surface such as a lawn, or delve your hands deep into the earth, allowing its energies to leave you feeling grounded. Venus. This is a planet that rules fertility abundance. When you work with its energy, Venus ensures that you grow while surrounded by love and support. Sit outside at night, gaze at the planet, and forge an energetic connection with it. Allow these energies to infuse into your being and help you guide you on your journey. So, if you can get out and see the black moon, you can do what I said in my black moon video and also this. And I was looking up the stones that said to use with the black moon, but I have malachite, and I was thinking as adventuring, but it's not. But I do have that stone, malachite. It's green, and it has like bands on it. Okay, the last deck I'm going to do is the love deck. Since black moon's a lot about sensuality and love, and this reading was a lot about that, so I happened to pull this deck for this reading, so I'm going to do this deck. And I might just pull one card, depends on what comes out. Oh, got two. Okay, I'm going to pick a few more because I'm going to do a spread. It's too many cards. Oh yeah, well, and I like shuffling the cards on camera so you can see that I am cards that I pull. Okay. I'm going to do one more card. Okay. This spread, is to discover how love may come to you. And the first card is your past lover or love situation. And that was the Chariot. The Chariot shows that we can be driven by desire. This card depicts a young man on a determined journey to love, symbolized by his triumphal chariot and two horses, one dark and one light, representing libido. Dressed in full armor, he is steeled by his conviction to succeed. To stay on the road, he must, however, keep a tight rein on both animals, showing the potential struggle and mastering conflicting passions. And this is a past lover or love situation, so I'm going to read in a relationship. This highlights sex and relationships, so it can indicate the need for sexual harmony with your partner. By genuinely taking time to communicate, you can move forward in your relationship. Your penchant for adventure may see you taking a literal journey together too. So, that's your past. And this may resonate with somebody and it may not. So, and the next card is your present lover or love situation. And it's the Emperor. So this is the present. Stability and love. The Emperor is the archetype of the father, an authority figure who acts as the head of the family. He brings stability and reason. He carries the imperial orb and scepter, symbols of his powerful status, and his shield bears the eagle, emblem of paternalism and protection. His sign is forceful Aries, ruled by Mars, the planet of war. The Emperor is the counterpart of card 3, the Empress. So he may be a parent or a partner. So, right now, if you're in a relationship, if you seek security and steadfastness in love, your partnership will flourish. The Emperor loves order and tradition. Excitement may be low on his agenda, but he will work hard to make you happy. But if you're looking for love, a professional whom you consult for advice in business or in connection with a domestic problem may warm your heart. You may also find that a supportive father figure protects your interests. Whatever your situation, the Emperor brings action and practicality. So that's your present. And your future love. Okay. Star. And again, parts of this may resonate, parts may not, or it might all. The future is inspired love. The star is a sign of guidance and inspiration associated with the sign of Aquarius, the water carrier. From two pitchers, water pours into a small pool and nearby into fertile earth. This replenishes the pool, symbolizing unconscious wisdom, and waters the earth in the hopes that life will grow. The 8-pointed star, full of heavenly promise, is an emblem of purity and renewal. So, your future love. The star shines on you and your partner as you enjoy a time of happiness as your relationship grows. You're able to care for one another unselfishly, and the energy between you flows. This is also a time to enjoy a period of serenity and perhaps a special gift. If you're looking for love, you have hope in your heart. Someone seen from afar inspires you with pure love, leading you towards a new relationship and fulfilling creative work. Your star may also be a mentor who rekindles your spirituality. Whatever your situation, the star guides you towards great success. And the next card is the lessons learned from the past, and that is the Fool. That's the first card. Who is he? The Fool is a child of the tarot, an ingenious dreamer who signals new adventures ahead. Linked with independent Uranus, the Fool carries few possessions and no emotional baggage. In his hair are chicken feathers, a sign of his poverty of experience, as he sets out on a journey with just instinct and vague idealism to guide him. Numbered 0, the Fool has nothing but potential. He is innocence in human form, and he shows you that you are open to love. So that's the lessons learned. If you are in a relationship in its infancy, romance brings lightheartedness, sociability, and joy, which may feel like first love or infatuation. Rather than formulate plans for the future, enjoy the thrill of the new. So that corresponds with that, the past, like a first love or infatuation. If you are looking for love, you may find that yourself daydreaming about love. It is possible that you meet a lover who has childlike charm. An affair will be intoxicating but short-lived, as one of you is distracted by something or someone more appealing. Whatever your situation, the Fool brings a time to discover love, and that's your lessons learned. And the next card is your passions, or what you hope for or fear. And that's Temperance. Balance. Who is she? Temperance is one of the tarot's cardinal virtue cards, and she advocates balance and reason and love. A winged angel stands by a lush riverbank. With perfect poise, she decants water from one cup onto another, while one foot touches the river's water and the other rests upon the earth. Temperance reveals the need for attention to detail and perhaps the patience of an angel to keep your love life in balance. And that's what you hope for or fear. In a relationship, be mindful of a situation which left unattended may result in a misunderstanding. If a relationship is volatile just now, try not to let your emotions run away with you. Maintain your equilibrium by listening to your heart and head in equal measure. If you are looking for love, this is a time for expertly planning your work and social life to ensure you don't miss out on opportunities for love. You may also be reconciled with someone close to you, or you forgive your own misdeeds and let go of your guilt. Whatever your situation, patience and diligence helps you manage your love life. And that's what you hope for or fear. And the last is reaction to your future lover or love. And that's the Devil. Seduction. Who is he? The Devil is a Pan, Greek goddess of excess, shown here as Chimera, devouring humans to satiate his appetite. The Devil's symbols are the pentacle reverse, a sign of chaos, and the goat, a symbol of Pan and Capricorn, the card's astrological sign. The Devil expresses the lower self, which struggles with the conscience for dominance. When the Devil appears, a moral problem is presented, a choice between lust and love, obsession and liberation. In a relationship, the Devil can reveal a secret affair or obsession. You may be shackled to the fantasy of love when in truth your connection is based only on lust. Regardless of your conscience, you are seriously tempted to opt for pleasure. If you are looking for love, if you long for excitement and distraction rather than love, particularly if you've recently left a relationship, you may momentarily rebel against your usual type in favor of darker charm. You know he's bad, but you have to have him. Keep your perspective or keep away. Whatever your situation, you are tempted. And that's your future. And that is the reading for today, and I hope this resonates with you, and if it does, that's great, and if it doesn't, I'll have another reading some other time, and maybe that'll resonate with you, but I hope I helped. Thank you.